Yeah.
Are we recording? Sorry, we were just chatting. Sorry, that was actual chat. Honestly,
I thought you were just going to segue us in.
No, sorry. Oh, and by the
we
way,
can keep that.
Yeah.
Keep that. Sorry. Anyway, we could have just kept
Take
waffling
two.
on. That's old boys.
on,
Right. Okay.
so.
Let's just crack on.
Yeah.
You're looking good, mate. You're looking lean, even though it's December. You're looking all right, mate. You're looking all right.
You know what? Once I've got rid of this hair on my legs, I reckon I got half a kilo of hair on my legs. So
Yeah.
once that's gone,
And not being funny.
I'm tour ready.
I'm not being funny. Are those your bad weather socks? They don't look very white, do they?
Yeah, scraping the barrel. I was banking on them recording.
They're your
I was banking on them recording waist up.
Oh, right, okay, because they are your turbo socks, aren't
Yeah.
they? Or the ones you just wear into the
Well,
garden.
I've got a bit of gel on my hair. I've made an effort, just not quite with the socks. So
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Anyway,
bear with me.
right, Froome or G?
G.
Straight off. Stannard or Swift?
Swift.
Barry Island or the French Riviera?
Barry Island.
Why?
Home's home.
Is it the amusements?
And the first two questions, I just picked the easy one because Stannard and Froome have gone.
Fair play. Fair play.
Barry, I mean, home's home, wherever you live. I mean, which is nicer? It's obviously not Barry Island, but home's home.
But
Can't get away from that.
Yeah, it's real. It's earthy. It's real.
Yeah.
Did you like going to the amusements when you were a kid?
Yeah.
What was your favourite amusement?
Just used to go on the 2-penny machines, you know, and then used to like stand next to your mate and just like push him into it, and a few would fall down and the alarm would go off.
Good days. When you got a big one, I mean, although it was probably only about 30p, you felt like the king of the world, didn't you?
Oh, God.
When you got a proper one.
Yeah.
And then if you ever managed to go on the 10p one, that was living, wasn't it? If you could go on the 10p sliders.
Never got there. No.
It's too big, isn't it?
No, I never got there. Just
aspirational.
I was on the copper machines.
Machines. If anybody,
Actually,
yeah.
I went there. I went to Barry Island for the last time 2 years ago, and it was on the day I was supposed to. My wife was due, and we didn't know what to do, so we said we go to Barry Island, and we went there. And this is a true story.
Did that go down well, or anyway?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Anyway,
treat them mean, keep
you
them
got
keen.
there.
So I went to Barry Island, and it was a ghost town. It was midweek, and I actually won a goldfish, and we didn't know what to do with it. So I bought a fish tank.
Okay.
And put it in the fish tank.
Right.
Went to my brother-in-law's door. He was out. Left it on his doorstep. And I texted him a message saying, got your presents on your doorstep. So he came in from work and he had a goldfish.
I thought he was going to say he got eaten by a cat or something.
No,
and
no,
you
no,
left
no.
it. No. So is it still? Was that a long time ago? Or was it still
2
alive?
years ago.
Is it still alive?
Died around 23 months ago.
So it died very shortly after
Yeah.
you left it on the doorstep. Was that because it froze over or something? Anyway.
No, bad dad. But anyway, yeah.
That's a lovely little story.
True story. Yeah.
I mean, have you ever told anybody that before?
No, I felt a bit guilty because poor Bubbles didn't last long. But
Oh, it had a name as well. Oh
Yeah,
no, that
Bubbles.
makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Bubbles, the goldfish. Oh, God
yeah,
almighty.
so
Cobbles or crosswinds? I mean, you can get them both at the same
I was
time.
going to say
quite often,
copy
can't you?
crosswinds.
Crosswinds on cobbles?
Yeah, I crosswinds.
Okay. And it's not down on here, but talking of cobbles, it's a weird question. What's your favourite cobbled section anywhere? Is there one that you kind of, obviously when you're in good shape, you just
Yeah.
nail it, but is there a section that you think, yes, I know this intricately?
I'd say cobble section. It's a strange one, but I'd just say Arenberg.
Right.
It's the worst cobble section.
It's
It's scary going into it. But
it is scary, isn't it? It's
yeah,
horrible.
it is scary. And think about it now, and you're sprinting into it, and you've seen guys firsthand just crash right there, right then. But it's so iconic, and there's just that raw, like a tunnel, and it's perfectly straight.
You can see the dot at the end, can't
See
you?
the dot at the end. I think it's 2.4K, something like that, and it's pan straight, profile down, up, and it's just you can see everything, and it's tunnel of, and then there's a couple of bridges, and they're lined with people, and it's just it's the cobble section, isn't it?
It is. It's kind of
Yeah.
If there was a world of cobbles, it'd be down there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, laps of that.
I mean, somebody write that down. That's a cracking idea, isn't it? The cobbled worlds. Anyway, let's move on. If you could be one ice hockey player, who would it be?
Zdeno Chara.
Okay. Who is that? Because I'm not. I'm going to be honest. That was
Okay.
written down. I don't know what you're talking about. So just
So he is the captain of the Boston Bruins.
okay.
He is the tallest player in the NHL. He's 6'9".
6'9", blimey.
He's now 41 years old.
Okay.
So he's played in the 90s, 2000s, and teens. And he's just he's a tough bugger.
Right.
He's Slovakian,
Okay.
and he's just a stay-at-home defenseman. Likes the odd scrap, or certainly did in his earlier days. Now he's 41. Not so much. Hard-hitting, stay-at-home defenseman. Just a weapon.
Do you see a lot of his attributes in you as a cyclist then? Because
No, he's tough.
Okay. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Fair enough. This is a good one. Which three people, alive or not, would you like to sit down and have a meal with? Maybe with some broccoli, could be peas, red wine if it's in the winter. Who would you like to sit and have a natter with?
All right. Zdeno Chara, who we spoke about before.
Okay.
Mike Tyson.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you got the sporting side of things with him, and then you got, like, he's been through thick and thin, hasn't he? He's been through a lot.
Colourful character, shall we say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the third one, I think I'd have to say a political figure. Probably, maybe Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
Uh,
I think
Someone
Mike
like him.
Tyson's got Nelson Mandela tattooed on him
Yeah.
somewhere, hasn't he?
well, I don't know.
Yeah, he has. He has.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure he has. I think he has.
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, maybe them three. I think you got a good split of sport and politics and people who have been there, seen there and done it.
Okay.
Been an interesting meal.
I've got some bad news.
Mm-hmm.
I've just had information that you've got to shut down your podcast, What's Occurring. Apparently it's been too much about cycling and too Welsh.
Okay.
But the company that hosts your podcast said you can start another one up with another teammate and talking about something completely different. So who do you do this podcast with?
It has to be a teammate.
And what it's about. Yeah, one of your current teammates.
Whoa.
Can't be Geraint. You can't talk about cycling. And you can't really reference Wales too much, I'm afraid.
Okay. And most of them are quite boring. And not many. Yeah. Guess you'd have to go Swifty, wouldn't you?
Okay.
Yeah. It's between Swifty and Dool, but then Dool has the Welsh connection, so
Yeah.
turn the page, go for Swifty.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice lad, isn't he?
And what would you chat about? What would be the subject? Hockey?
Well, he knows nothing about hockey.
No.
He's been to Sheffield Steelers once or twice, so you'd have a little bit of knowledge.
Okay.
But me and Swifty, we go back. We could just
riff.
just let it roll.
Just
let
like
it roll.
talk
Yeah.
about the old times.
He's a natural.
He's a good lad. Finally, it's been a difficult year for everyone. But what do you think, or if there's anything, that you've learned about yourself or about the world during lockdown?
That's a deep question.
Yeah.
I think, on a serious note, I think we've learned one thing is that you don't have to spend money to have fun.
Yeah.
You go back you speak to your grandparents or even your parents when they were young. They didn't have to spend money to have fun. They could make your own fun and make your own games and go places that don't cost money. Just go in the woods. And even when I was a kid, we just used to go down and make dens in the woods. And now it seems like as the years go by, it's like, what do you want to do? Whatever it is, we'll go there. We'll pay for that. We'll do this. And everything's paying for fun.
Yeah.
Or actually, you should be able to just sit down with a bunch of mates and have fun.
Yeah.
Like one of the best things to do, I'm sounding like an old man,
Yeah,
have a board game with 4 mates.
It's just a laugh, isn't it?
And
Yeah.
just kind of going back to basics a bit with things. And I
Yeah.
think with lockdown, it made you do that. The possibilities weren't there to go places. So I think, in a nutshell, just you don't have to spend money and go and do lavish stuff to have fun.
Luke, it's been a pleasure, as ever, having a chat. Shame about your socks, let the sole down a bit, but hey, just don't worry about that. We
Waist
can move
up.
on. We can move on. We
Yeah.
can move on. Just pan down to the socks, have a little look at those. Awful, awful.
Do you know what? I've got a bit of like a sock fetish as well. I like my crisp white socks.
Yeah, they're nice straight out of the packet.
And then
aren't
off the bike, I like happy socks, funky socks. So
Okay.
I've let myself down, but
they? Don't worry about it. You can move on, mate. Don't worry.